Hello there everyone, and welcome to a new Dauntless video. Today we're not going to jump into overwhelming amounts of information or specifics with this big Dauntless update which is coming in the very near future. No, we're just going to jump on the hype train because it's a very exciting time to be a Dauntless player. We're just going to take a look at some of the teasers which the Dauntless developers have shared with us and a few other little bits of information here and there. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so where to begin? Well, we've got a few exciting teasers on the Dauntless socials, and we've also got Dauntless appearing now on the Steam page. Obviously that was announced not too long ago that Dauntless will be coming to Steam. A lot of people are very happy with that, myself included. So looking over to Steam, which is where most people who play PC or have a Steam Deck will be playing the majority of their games. Obviously the Dauntless until recently has been exclusive on PC to the Epic's game launcher. And having it on Steam is good for a few reasons in my opinion. The first one being that the controller support is much better on Steam. Now I use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I think it's one of the best controllers that has ever been released, and that is probably a controversial opinion. However, being able to link it up via the controller support on Steam is a big game changer for me. One of the other benefits is that we're going to have increased player base. Now for two reasons. Well, one, the Steam store is the biggest store that probably exists. I don't think there's many other stores or any other platforms which have more player bases apart from maybe the PlayStation. So it's just going to be advertised, it's going to be seen by much more people, thus bringing up the player base. There's also many players who left the game when it became exclusive to the Epic Games launcher. I believe Epic Games isn't as good as Steam in terms of a platform, however, it's never caused any issues for me apart from the lack of controller support. This is going to be huge to many Dauntless players who stopped playing back when it became exclusive to the Epic's game launcher, and now that it's on Steam, I can imagine many people are probably going to come back and give it a go again. I think another benefit is the Steam Deck players. So accessing Dauntless on the Steam Deck can be quite difficult, in fact it's pretty much impossible. And now that this game is going to be releasing on Steam, Steam Deck players can now join us. That's another console altogether that's going to be able to play Dauntless. Looking at the Steam store, you can see it's coming soon, you can see all the little bits of information that we already know. However, we have some of the images which we'll look through, and there's not too much in terms of the new update. These are all older screenshots. However, the new teaser's quite cool. I think we should take a look at that. So as I said, this teaser doesn't show much in terms of new content coming via the Awakening update. However, it's a very cool trailer in my opinion. I love Dauntless trailers. I think the soundtrack in the background always makes it very epic. And for players who are maybe not aware of Dauntless and see that it's a free game, I think it's a no-brainer. On the whole, Dauntless coming to Steam in my opinion is a very good thing. It's not going to impact me too much, however having the controller support, having the increased player base, having the game just running on a better platform altogether is just a good thing. It makes it more available to more people. Okay, so next up, let's go over to X, where we have some of the new teasers which they've been sharing. Obviously, they were teasing Steam for quite a while. They did so by showing a very quick clip of the Steam Valves releasing Steam on the Blazework Islands. I became aware that it was coming to Steam far before this in one of the older dev blogs. However, this was just a really nice little teaser to show us that yes, it was coming to Steam. We now know that. We then get a look at the early game weapons which will come with the Dauntless update. We've got the Fury of the Mountain, we've got the Silver Sword, the Neverlights, we've got the Golden Claws, the Twin Suns, the Skies of Ostia, and the Living Branch. All very lovely looking weapons which you'll be able to access as soon as this update launches in the very early game stages. Then had the official confirmation that the game is coming to Steam on the 21st of November. This lovely artwork which highlights many of the behemoths in the game. It's just quite nice to look at. Then we get another look at the Twilight Domain, the new Umbral hunting ground island which will be replacing the Twilight Sanctuary. It was just a screenshot, it didn't show too much. Obviously they just stated that it's breathtaking yet dangerous. The Twilight Domain where the Umbral behemoths slumber. We then got another little teaser on the 25th of November where they stated entering its domain is a death wish. Living on an island in perpetual twilight, the Karkonos arrival is imminent, things that we haven't seen before, and we get another look at those Umbral doors, those Umbral teleportation voids, very good to look at. And then finally we got another teaser, which is very similar looking. It continues on from the last teaser, and it shows a bit more of that Karkonos, just ever so slightly showing the back of it. It says, those spikes on its back ain't just for show. Beware of the Umbral energy that rains from above. This is such wonderfully orchestrated little teaser. It just shows ever so slightly the back of the new Corconus behemoth, the first behemoth coming to Dauntless in such a long time. There's a lot of excitement in the comments. I'm very excited myself. Not only do we get a look at the new Twilight Domain Island and the Corconus itself, but we get a new look at the Dauntless Awakening logo for the very first time in these two teasers. We have the moon, which is piercing through the Dauntless logo. It's very cool. Obviously, this island is the Twilight Domain. It's an umbral behemoth of darkness. They're just highlighting that with this new update. It seems like this behemoth and this hunting ground are the main attraction of this new update. It's going to cause the most excitement in my opinion. So the Corconus is essentially the Pikachu of the Dauntless Awakening update. But anyway, that'll about do it for today. As I said, just a very quick little update to add to the hype train for this Dauntless update. Probably going to be more teasers in the coming days. This Dauntless update is coming in the very near future, and it sounds like the devs are building on that to bring as many players back to this update as possible. But that'll about do it for today. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to like, subscribe, and until next time, see you later.